Hello friends, it's Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I wanted to do a reading post 11/11 portal. So I posted a reading yesterday, and it just feels like the subtle shift. I kind of expected some tower energy, to be really honest, but the 11/11 portal for me is a twin flame energy, and it just feels as though this is kind of opening a portal for some twins to have some communication in order to start reconnecting. And what it feels like to me, and this is just my interpretation of what I'm feeling in the energy, is that the twins have been in separation, which is necessary. The divine feminine has detached from the connection. The divine masculine is struggling through some kind of dark night of the soul, restructuring his whole life, having to make choices for his own happiness, maybe for the first time in his life. And so the divine feminine just went on her little happy way and, was like, I don't even know if I believe in this anymore. Really energetically disconnected, which then prompted the divine masculine to kind of move forward. And then it feels like with this portal, it is kind of beckoning the divine feminine to come back. She may be seeing synchronicities, the divine masculine's name, remember it's energy, not gender. It may be that she is, the divine feminine is really starting to feel the energetic pull back into the connection, because it is time to start reconnecting to fulfill the divine purpose. So that's my take on the energy. I'm feeling that. If you're feeling it too, please let me know. But it is definitely, it feels like a resuscitation of the connection. Here we have deep in your heart. You already know the answer. Do what feels right. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So this is also the energy of coming back into the connection without the attachment. Now that the divine feminine detached, she now knows that she doesn't need that attachment. So it kind of feels like the resuscitation of the connection without the attachment. I think that was a lesson divine feminine needed to learn. I'll fix those in a minute. All right, I'm going to pull some tarot on that. Oh, I like this card. Oh yeah, Sacred Union. Look, that was on the top of the deck. And you can see with this, she's very peaceful now without the attachment. So she already knows that she doesn't need the attachment in order to feel connected to the divine masculine or in sacred union. Let's pull the Light Seers Tarot. See what's going on. I want to use, let's just see what comes through. What's going on in the connection? This is just kind of a spontaneous reading. I usually don't do readings on Saturdays. So I just felt like I really needed to, like there's a clarification of what's happening in the connection right now. And it's really kind of getting dark here and stormy, so I don't know why at this particular time I needed to do a reading. What's going on in the connection, please? Judgment. Judgment to me is clearing up the karma. So the karmic things that have needed to be addressed, the karmic lessons, have been learned, and that this is then the surrendering to the divine will, divine mission. It's a judgment card. That is also a timing card, which means to me it's more immediate. It is kind of like this is happening now. It's like this is you're in the, what I'm seeing is, how in a roller coaster the car goes up, 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 up in the ascension to the top of the platform where then just kind of careens down, straight down. This is the up, 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 ticking up, 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 up. I don't know why they showed me that, but I mean, it was very clear. I was thinking Pikes Peak, the little cog train that goes up Pikes Peak. Is that relevant to somebody? That's pretty specific. But it's like it's a step ascension plan, and this is part of the ascension plan for both twins. I am not getting a lot of response out of this deck. Okay, Two of Pentacles. This is kind of the struggling and juggling, trying to find equilibrium, balance. This has been a long journey of trying to find equilibrium in the connection. Trying to find equilibrium in the connection. And out of the the push-pull dynamic, I don't know why the word piss came out of my mouth. I don't know. And the High Priestess. So this is, you know, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. This is the divine partnership. Okay, let's put that aside and let's pull from the soul's journey. What's going on with the soul's journey? I want empathy. This is really interesting. Apparently this reading is for somebody and it seems pretty specific. So let me know if this reading resonates with you. Friendship. I understand that a friend in my life is in my life for a reason. Friendship. I'm going to put that under the Judgment card. I know everybody kind of cringes at the friend word, thinking, I don't want to just be friends with my twin, that kind of thing, because you have this romantic illusion. But friendship is the place where you need to start after you go into that bubble love phase, and then you, okay, so the steps. You meet your twin, they activate something in you, and it's deep in your soul. That's their job, to awaken you. So then you get into the bubble love phase. And then after that, you go into this separation. And this is intense. This is where your soul is just opened. And you go through dark night of the soul. You have your deep inner child wounding, all your trauma. All of this stuff gets activated and it comes to the surface, and then you go through these tower moments and this healing process and becoming aware of your triggers and, oh my God, all this stuff. Yeah, see, Eight of Cups. This is the soul's journey that you're going through. So then you do all of this healing, and then you detach and you disengage from the push-pull dynamic. And so then you get into this place where you're just working on self, that you're just like on your own spiritual path. And then as you get into a more healed energy, and an energy where there is not the codependency, not the need for the other person, where you are happy as you can be with really without the connection, or without the physical connection, you just get into your happy place. You find what makes you happy authentically. You're standing in your authentic sovereignty. And then guess what? You come back in and your twin comes back in, because then this is the new paradigm of relationship. This is sustainable union, which was not sustainable before. So that's the process of the twin flames, and everybody's journey is different, but the process, the milestones are all pretty much the same. So yeah, okay. So then when the twins come back together, there is this friendship. It's where you start from the foundation of, let's build this relationship into something sustainable. And it can just be a friendship. It can be where you have chosen to remain sovereign in your independence, and that you just want to be in a friend connection. That's okay. You get to define what's right for you. Not all twins end up as romantic lifelong partners. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords here. And this is interesting because in this deck, the Seven of Swords to me generally is malicious intent. In this deck, it is very different. It's a very different energy. It is about plans, hope, wishes. With the Star card, this is the highest card in the minor arcana in this deck. And then we have hope. But it says, you know, try not to become too greedy as you go through this reunification process. Try not to slip back into that old paradigm of attachment, because that's what that Queen of Pentacles is there for. She's very attached in the 3D. So they're kind of saying, you know, as you go through this process, there is an outcome, and it is about, yeah, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is in her sovereignty. She is not going to be codependent. She's going to cut. She's the absolute opposite of codependent. She cuts out what doesn't serve her. She doesn't need anyone. She is selective and discerning about what she allows into her energetic field. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. And let's pull from messages from your guides. It says Journey Within. I just saw that card. So as this process goes on, it feels like we are at this moment now where we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot our energy into building a foundation, because it feels like the divine masculine energy is resurfacing. The divine feminine is starting to feel that connection. And you're being asked to focus on the spiritual aspect of this journey and not get reattached to, you know, the 3D old paradigm of the happily ever after fairy tale. Focus on the positive. We've seen this card a lot. I have done a lot of readings recently, and that card has come up like 8 times. Appreciate your talents. So this is about you focusing on, you know, don't just go slide in and surrender yourself. You know, you've done so much work. You are being asked to stay in your sovereignty, in your authenticity, but there is a chance that you will just get like giddy and lose kind of your objectiveness about the journey. It will be easy to slide right back into that old energy that is not sustainable. Follow the golden rule. And I did see be kind at some point in the reading. All right, let's pull a little bit more tarot. I want to pull another one of the Lover's Oracle. So we have Sacred Union. This is all about building a foundation for sacred union. But it is a caution to the divine feminine not to slip back into the attachment energy, that it's unnecessary and it's not going to move the energies forward. Oh, so now we have sexual union. Okay, so there is kind of the caveat. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. This is not about, you know, getting lucky with your twin, trying to reestablish a physical relationship for them to demonstrate how much they love you. This is sacred sexual union. And this is about being one, being in union, in balance. That's the only way sacred sexual union can happen. There's a lot of cards of the twins being together here. If you see, just want to highlight this for you. Look at these three images. We have sexual union, sacred union, and let there be closeness between you. But always give each other space. I want to put those here. Can you see them there? Okay, so here's the Page of Wands. To me, this is like the first initiate step on a new series of actions. It's like this is the baby step. Somebody's taking action, but it's the first. You know, it's kind of like that initiation step. Like it might be a text message. It might be a they see you stopped at the gas station and they pull up next to you and say hi. It might be that they see you in the grocery store and they don't avoid you and you don't avoid them. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So definitely the pages, new stuff, new energy coming in, but it's kind of not confident energy. It's just like putting your toe in the water to see what the temperature is. It's not, you know, cannonballing in the water. So it's just those initial steps. Here we have the Nine of Wands. That's an interesting energy. Feels like it's been a long time. The Fool in the reverse. You've been waiting a long time for this new energy to come in. And it was almost, yeah, here we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost you've given up hope, because we have the card of hope here twice. Hope and wishes fulfilled. You didn't see evidence. And now you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting the energy. You want tangible evidence. You want to see something finite and clear, as opposed to, you know, innuendo, assumption. You don't want any of that. Use your intuition, though. Okay, so we have the Sun card and the Four of Swords. Tap into your own internal energy. And I'm also hearing connect with your divine counterpart within. Get into some quiet meditation. And I think there's some telepathy that is being initiated. And that is going to kind of test the receptiveness. If you're receptive for this new energy to come in, because it's not confident coming in yet. I guess it feels like that it's been quite a while and it feels awkward, and there's a little bit of intimidation in the initiation process. So it feels like that first intimate step is, there's a fear that there's not going to be receptive on either side. Oh, the Four of Wands. So we have the Four of Swords, Four of Wands. This is all about stability. This is the 1111 card. I mean, most readers read this as a twin flame card. This is stability in the connection. But remember, that has to be in the energy of non-attachment. Knowing that this is a sacred union. This is not a hookup. Does that make sense? And now we have the Page of Swords. We have a lot of this, I want to say apprehensive energy, but yet there's some courage here. These pages are immature. They're not like, they're young people. They're people that lack experience, so they don't have a lot of confidence and wisdom, but they're going to do it anyway. So feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what a page is. And it can bring messages. It could be that first initial action. And here the Page of Swords is, they're starting to check your social media. They're asking around. They're like looking for your car, knowing where you go. Like, let's say, for example, they know that you go to Starbucks for your coffee at 9 o'clock in the morning. It might just so happen that, you know, they're in the drive-through at the same time. You know, that kind of thing. Strength card. This is Leo energy. We have the Sun card, which is also Leo energy. So this to me is that those pages are starting to gather their strength. And also for Divine Feminine, it's strength for you to maintain your soul sovereignty and your spiritual lessons and not slip back into that old energy of the old cycle. We have to leave that behind. Okay, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Didn't we already see 10 of Cups? I thought we saw 10 of Cups. Yeah, see, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Here's what's coming in. So, you know, stay in the energy. Let's get messages from your animal spirit guides. Sorry, this is a little bit of a long reading, but then I want to try and get some messages from the Divine Masculine. Act on opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. This is the Falcon. And the Honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So you have a situation which is an opportunity. And so, you know, don't lapse back into the anger energy like, gosh, I haven't heard from you for a while, what the hell? Or, you know, the indictive energy of, you know, you did this to me, you hurt me, I wasn't going to reach out. We're done. 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 Let's not go there. This is an opportunity to try and get us into balance. But if it's not equilibrium, it's just going to pull apart. You know, it's just not going to work. So keep it objective and compassionate and forgiving. And you don't need to carry anything less than that with you anymore, because you're standing in your strength and in your sovereignty. You don't need to be in that energy of anger. You just don't. It's not serving a purpose anymore. Those lessons are long over. You've both learned them. Move forward. Okay, this is messages from your spirit guides. Soul solitude. Holy cow. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. And this is why you're being asked to be in this Four of Swords energy. Because number one, you're starting to resuscitation of the twin energies in the Divine Feminine are starting to, she's starting to feel that again, and it's starting to become more of a permanent presence. So you need to be in quietude for you to be able to integrate that. Okay, so where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. So if you start to get overwhelmed in these energies, pull back and get into some solitude. Okay, I want to get some messages from the Divine Masculine. I'm going to use the Light Seers deck for the Divine Feminine, because we know where the Divine Feminine is in her energy, and we're making assumptions about the Divine Masculine, but let's get some, what the Divine Feminine is looking for is evidence. So let's see what evidence you might see. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands with the Four of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this tells me two things. A, you're going to learn that your Divine Masculine has left a marriage. or a commitment or something that was stable in their life. B, there is this initiate action to move toward the twin flame energy because they have felt very separate too. They have felt the divine feminine's energy totally detached, and it left them totally isolated, rejected, energetically rejected. And so now they're being drawn back to the twin flame connection to reactivate the energy. So that would be some evidence that you might hear through, you know, friends or the community or something, that they have finally made that shift. And then you may also hear, I'm not feeling it's directly. I feel like there's an indirect action to kind of test the waters of the divine feminine. Here we have the Nine of Swords. They're starting to really worry about this. I mean, it's almost like they're preoccupied by how they're going to do this without feeling vulnerable or obvious. The Moon. That's emotional energy. That to me is divine feminine energy. And Magician. I'm hearing they're orchestrating something. It's like they're orchestrating some sort of happenstance run into you somewhere. That makes sense? Yeah, Empress. Remember to be in the receptive mode. You need to be in that receptive energy in order for the energy of the divine masculine to be able to be in equilibrium. If they're going to take action, you need to be receptive. Otherwise, it won't be in balance. It will be opposing, oppositional energies. If you're taking action and they're taking action, it's oppositional. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. This is the third time we've seen the Ten of Cups. They are trying to create an investment. They're trying to create this opportunity. They're trying to manifest this opportunity. Absolutely. And this is the Ten of Cups for the third time in this reading. There's the King of Cups. See how he's focused on one cup? And there's a starfish right there. Like the star card. It's almost like this is a singing bowl. I mean, he's very immersed in his emotions. Because we have look at the cards of how he's so immersed in the Moon card, deep under the water. But even as the King of Cups, he's just sitting in the water. So there's some deep emotions going on. Remember to stay neutral. Balanced energy is neutral. It doesn't lean one way or the other. This is the key. Being in balance, being in harmonic union within, with your masculine and feminine energy. And yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. This is you. This is the energy you need to be in. Absolutely fine in your spiritual sovereignty and not worried about the connection. But it feels like it's kind of creeping in after the 11:11 portal. You know, you may start having dreams again. Seven of Cups again. He's really trying to figure out, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, really trying to figure out how to manifest this happenstance opportunity. You know, how do I make this happen without being obvious? That's where the energy is right now, and I can feel that. I just got confirmation chills. That's the energy right now. It's like it's been so long. It's like, God, you know, they may be seeing things on social media. They may be, they'll see your car at the grocery store or gas station or, you know, circus. I don't know. Here we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yay! How many times do we see this card in the reverse and internally we go, yes! This painful ending is no longer relevant. Okay? It's no longer relevant. Let's see what else. So that's what they're saying to you. That's the message from the Divine Masculine, where he is right now. You will see evidence of this. Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands. Nines are endings. So this long dry spell seems to be over. Be receptive. Remember, don't get off the emotional deep end and dive right into the water. Yeah, Ace of Cups. See? Hello. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. This is, and if you see in this deck, the Knight of Wands has the Four of Wands. They are passionate about this. Okay. Is there anything else? Let's pull one more from the Lovers Oracle and see if there's another message. Beware of what you are projecting. The qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like also are your own reflection. Look at all the cards of embracing here. Remember, your twin flame is your mirror. So what triggers you in them is something need to be healed in you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Let me know what you think, and thank you for all of those who participate in my channel and help activate the algorithm in order to get these readings out to others. Thank you so much. Namaste.